Hello everybody, welcome to Instantgo Tarot Odyssey. I'm out in my backyard. It is so ridiculously gorgeous the day after the full moon, and I wanted to come out. Look who I brought with me. Ta-da! Edward. I thought he'd look amazing in the sunlight. I wanted to come on and do a read, and also I'm running out of breath. Thank you guys so much. We hit 35,000 subscribers sometimes this morning, and I was in such a good mood. I wanted to pop by my old place of business where I've had some really fun experiences at Cafe Ooh La La that is run by this fantastic woman Faina, and I worked with like an amazing individual who you know, her name is Phyllis, and she had the same work ethic as me, so that kept me going, and just an absolute genius with food. And I got to see Lily, who's just like a secret sprite, and I adore her, and Mabel, and everybody who I have really you know, wonderful space in my heart for all these people, because it's a hard industry. Any of you guys that you know that you work in catering or Starbucks or your baristas, or you work in restaurants, the food industry can be so tough. It's a lot of hard work. We put in a lot of effort, and you know, it's like sometimes people are just pushy. They have food anxiety, so things get really nutso. So it was so nice to see all their faces and hug them and share that energy. And it's like I just had so much gratitude that I wanted to come on. I'm going to shuffle while I speak. And thank you guys. Please come see me on Instagram. I'm running a huge contest where you win a deck, you win one of my crowns, you get a full set of jewelry that is custom made, whatever you want it to be, whatever stones. You get a necklace, a bracelet, earrings, and a ring. You tell me your sizes, and we're going to custom make that baby for you together, right? You're going to tell me what you want. If you like rose quartz, and I'm going to pull up some schematics and send you photos, and we're going to work on this and have your custom model all for yourself. And if you remember a certain deck that you like, you get to pick your deck. So come on over. It's Sparkrist 11. It's, you know, my way to give back to you guys, and it's easier for me to run my contests over there because people can DM me. I can, you know, really just organize stuff a lot better. And because over here, you know, there can be 100+ comments, and it's a little tough to rifle through all those. So we're going to see what's going on. This is going to be, you know, powerful messages from spirit that are coming through. Now is like, I feel like a gladiator state where everybody now, they, you know, they have their capability boots on, where they feel like they're able to do things and go places. And part of this that inspired me to do this read is the fact I had this really strong message, and I felt compelled to share it, and that's don't burn bridges. You know, I'm so lucky that I can go into any place of employ that I used to work with people, leave on good terms, leave honorably, put in your 2 weeks, don't backstab, don't just leave, don't, you know, betray anybody's trust or whatever, do things in good spirit. It was such a nice feeling to realize, you know, these people treated me well for a long time, and we had so many crazy adventures and stuff, and it was like, it's so nice to go in and see them thriving and having grandchildren now, and their children growing. It's wonderful, because when you work with people and you love and respect them, you become a family, right? So in any environment you're in, don't burn those bridges, leave on good terms. That way, you know, you feel like you can show your face anywhere and you'll be welcomed, right? Because it's just how we should do things. Now, I had a good idea to do a choice. I wanted to do this nature-based, so I'm going to actually show you. Oh, you know, I'll do these, and then I'll do that another time, because I don't want to go totally crazy. I do want it to be a pick a card for you, so I'll just hold them up, and hopefully you guys can remember. Okay, it should be fairly easy. I hope you guys, you know, are coming out of that tough full moon phase with Aries that can be very warlike, right? It's like people were aggressive on some crazy scales. Some people, you know, they were hitting a lot of peaks and valleys, and I understand that too. I mean, I found impatience to be an issue with me through that time as well. Okay, so number one, we're gonna have 3 choices: is Tree of Souls, number 2 is the Mirror, and I'll tell you what those say after. We'll get more into depth with that. And number 3 is Temple of Dreams. Okay, so 1 again, Tree of Souls, 2 the Mirror, and 3 is Temple of Dreams. I just wanted to do a kind of different format and be outside, and I absolutely adore this background. I can't believe this weather. It's crazy. It's like an Indian summer. It's maybe 70 degrees right now, and absolutely beautiful, and I just feel so galvanized and happy. if you get a chance, go see people you haven't seen in a while. It'll lift your spirits. It'll make you feel good. You know, we can always wonder about people, how are they? But when you look them in the eye and you hug them and you see them and you know they're well and they're thriving, it's such a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. And it's such a nice feeling to walk into a building or a room and like see people's faces light up and have them call out your name and rush to hug you. It's a really nice thing. It's like, because I isolate a little bit. As you guys know, if you're light workers, you can isolate because you're busy doing things. So it's like, always get out, you know, put on a little something, put on a hat and go out the door and say hello. So let's see what messages are coming for you on the Tree of Souls. This is about collective wisdom, kinship, group, and library. So again, I feel like this is almost like restored knowledge, that we always have this kind of ancient knowledge. We know what the right thing is to do, the right way to maneuver. And I feel like for this particular group, if you sit back and take a moment and recharge and really listen, nature is going to help you a lot. Grounding, walks, all of that. I feel like any anxiety I ever have is always reduced, diminished, or disappears when I'm out in nature, when I sit outside. But the thing is, we get so cozy at our computers, at our offices, and inside, but there's an element of like stifleness to that, right? It starts to enclose, the walls enclose. So if you're in an office and you can go walk at lunch or eat outside, do that. It's almost like the breeze blows the cobwebs off and you start to feel better. So if you have an aspect to your day that's rough, just take a moment, go outside, because it really, really does help. And I normally don't get allergies, but this year I feel it, and it's like it does do something. It like creates a weird pressure there, and your eyes water and all kinds of crazy. Oh my God, you guys, you're not going to believe this. You have the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and the King of Swords. Oh my God. So listen. So many of you have been DMing me over on IG, and you've been leaving messages. You feel this wonderful spurt of anticipation, of joy. You feel uplifted. You feel galvanized. You feel motivated more so these days to spruce yourself up a little bit. Go to places. You're feeling good. You're feeling vibrant, and you're feeling that Christmas Eve feeling. And this is why your soulmates are coming in big time in this group one with the Two of Cups. It's a true love offer. It's, you know, that, wow, this is authentic. Somebody is really in my court and they're wooing me, and this is, you'll know that soulmate energy too. And with, you know, that King of Swords, it's somebody who's very well spoken, they're very eloquent, they can get their point across, they make it known, you know, right away that, you know, they're not playing games. Because a lot of people, what happens is they put their foot in the water, but they're afraid to kind of devote time or effort to a relationship right away because they don't know. Let me share something with you right now. Yesterday I almost had a nervous breakdown while I was filming because 3 green parakeets flew over, because like a pet truck, like the doors flew open and they all got out, and 3 flew over the house. Then right after that, an eagle flew over, and I'm like legit losing it in that reading. Right now, 3 black crows just went over that way and an eagle came back over that. So I don't even know what phenomenon is happening right now, but there is a very beautiful angelic feeling in spirit all around. And birds are definitely my totems, and crows especially. So it's like I just feel that. I felt compelled to follow my bliss today, and it led me to go see some beautiful people that I used to work with to do this read. And Ian's like, you know, you just hit 35,000. I was like, oh my gosh, we have to have a huge contest to do that. And just the goodwill that is placed at my doorstep, I want to pay back, because that's what it's about, right? Raising the frequency and vibration of a room, of the planet. That's why we come together, and this is what your soulmate is doing for you. So that's where you're starting to feel better. You're starting to eat better food. You're starting to have better inner dialogue. You're starting to feel good about yourself, right? And believe you me, some people are like, oh, that's easy. When, like, I have some clients right now that, you know, through whatever they're going through, they could have hair loss due to, you know, illnesses. They have all kinds of things. So sometimes when we don't think we look or feel our best, it's a little more of a struggle, but that's when we really have to reach for the nutrients for our mind that we need, which is healing, which is positivity, watching programs, stay away from the news, stay away from heavy stuff. This Two of Cups with the Lovers is crazy. You know, stay away from that stuff, because I just want you guys to see that, because this is coming for you, this love, this vibrancy, you feeling good, and you deserve this. It's your time. It absolutely is your time. So remember, if you're ever feeling a little bit low or sluggish, go to anybody on YouTube that is uplifting and healing and says, of course you can do this. Every opportunity, every option that you've ever imagined is available to you. Once you realize that, once you claim it, you move it into the 3D by saying, okay, this is what I want. Okay, so first you recognize it, and then you start to work towards that goal. You guys know my story. If you've been here from the beginning, I've always worked for other people. I'm a workhorse. I like to get things done. I like to do things well, but I will really, really ride myself into the ground, and it's funny how certain employers can pick up on that because they know that you reach for excellence, and they'll take advantage of it. In some areas, more corporate than small cafes and stuff, but they will, do that. So it's like, I all of a sudden just woke up one day, my spirit said, you need to recognize a few things. Now, if this and that happens today, you need to leave right then. Those exact things happened, right? And right away, I was like, I really am, in my life path purpose, a tarot reader, an intuitive, a healer, and a creator of jewelry. I'm a purveyor of fine jewels, damn it. I was on my way. But what it does take is a little bit of devotion. You have to focus and don't expect instantaneous success, because it is about the journey, not the end point, not the trophy. It's about what you do to get there, right? And again, precision and focus, and be tenacious, and don't share your goals and dreams with too many people that aren't going to be super supportive, right? It's about having the right people in your arena as well. Group 1, so beautiful. Get ready. Again, so many of you had 2-3 months for this soulmate connection, and a lot of your readings, because I was reading your comments, so they're on their way. So it's like, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you to be happy. So let's see what's going on. I'm a shuffling. I'm outside, and I'm always thinking that the woodchuck, there's a woodchuck that has like a 10-foot hole behind me, and he literally just pops out of it, and it's so funny. So now we're on to number 2, you guys, just so you know, and that is going to be the mirror. And the mirror says, other lives, past lives, and dimensional lives. So you guys are probably feeling this too, like some kind of ancient knowledge, some kind of wisdom that you tap into, and you're like, how do I know that? Or why am I really drawn to an area of the world? Like, I'm so excited to go to Stonehenge in February. I'm losing my mind because I have serious Celtic past life origins, and I know that ancient sacredness and the grounds over there. So I'm like stoked. I might just internally combust, and you'll see me on the news. I am so excited for that. It's like, it's going to be so great. So you're tapping into that right now. Of course you are. Look, the Star, the Queen of Discs, and the Fool. So Queen of Pentacles. So you do have money. This is you saying follow your dreams and really interpret your intuition right now and follow your bliss, because it's going to lead you to some monetary rewards for sure. You have some splendiferent magic from the Star, letting you know that when you're lighthearted and you don't place too much onus on the future, and you're not lost in what you think you have to do, or you're chasing. Big message is, do not try to live up to anybody else's standards or what they think you should accomplish right now. This is your dream. This is your journey. This is your path. It's all about you. Don't let anybody else interfere, talk you out of anything. Listen to yourself, because you're right. The Star energy is telling you, open that business, start that channel, leave a place that you're uncomfortable at, that is sucking the life out of you. Leave a person or drop a friend that is low vibration, that is treating you ill. Really listen to yourself, because you're going to have that gorgeous Star magic. And then this Queen of Discs, because you have money coming for you in a mass abundance, because you are placing your trust in your soul's voice as opposed to your ego's voice, where the ego goes, oh, you can never do this, or you'll never add up, or you need this, you need to be certified, blah, 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 blah. The ego is never satisfied. The ego will push and push and push. But the soul says, of course you can. The soul has the full simplicity. Travel light and travel true. Go true north. Follow your bliss, and you're going to succeed. So that's you guys, group 2. I am so excited for you. That is such great news. I am loving that. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Please go to Instagram and go join the contest. I'm so excited for it. It's just like, I'm so excited when I can have these big giveaways. I have a lot. I create a lot. I love creating for you guys especially. You put your time and effort to watch me, to comment, and to connect with me, and all this beautiful interaction. So, of course, I'm always, when I have time, and for some reason, I'm making time, to be able to do all these things, and yet it's always important to give back. So it's a huge deal. I mean, and I'll probably throw in a read as well. You have all the jewelry, the crowns, the tarot cards you get, but I would also like to do a reading with the deck I'm going to give you. So go over to my Instagram, which is Sparkrist11. Okay, so now we're on to number 3. I love these cards so much. I'll have to put down what this deck is. So Temple of Dreams, number 3, sacred dreams, prophecies, and dream journeys. I can't tell you the amount of people right now that are saying, Melanie, this is happening in my dream. I'm seeing this, that, and the other, and they're so prophetic. They're coming true to such a degree that it's frightening them. A lot of them are having twin recognition in their dreamscape, where they're speaking, where they smell, they have, clairgustions, and they taste things, like amazing, amazing things right now. So, don't be scared of that. Don't think that don't think that it's fictitious, that it's not real, because it absolutely is. But people sometimes, they get caught up in the idea that this can't possibly, it's so heightened, it's so wonderful, that they think it's like anything that's too wonderful to be believed, right? But believe it, because you guys are having super huge prophetic dreams. I do this sometimes as well too, and it's really weird when what you dream about takes place the next day, right? So look, you have the King of Swords. You're going to have really, really good emotional and regular intellect. You're going to be really tapped into what is going on, what you need, the resources you need. They're going to be at the ready. You're going to be able to stand still and listen to your inner voice and everything you need. We have to remember this. We're so busy like trying to run this marathon and checklist of accomplishments that we don't really need. We can just slow down and stop for a minute. That's when we get the answers. That's when we get the help we need. That's when we have the King of Swords moments that says, okay, let's really focus in on what's important, what matters. Let's clarify. Let's regroup when we need to. Let's rest when it's necessary. Because, ta-da, a lot of you guys too, you also have serious love offers coming in within a month or two too, where it is your significant other, your life partner, your twin, your soulmates. It's such an accomplished age of Aquarius time, where people's frequency and vibrations are being raised so much that they're now kind of like in compliance with the natural law of attracting this love in a huge way. And so it's coming for you. And this is amazing, that you have the Knight of Swords. I'm sorry, I said King of Swords before, but the Knight of Swords, meaning you're charging towards your dreams with clarity. Now, sometimes it just takes an identifier, right? Like, okay, that's what it is, music. I want music involved in my future for the majority of my day. So this is what I want to do, and then you kind of create a schematic in your head, and that brings it into the 3D, and then you work for it. And because your frequency and vibration is out there, your significant other hears that, and that raised, it's kind of like a fantastical sonar where you pull them in and draw them in, and now they're really, wow, they're honed in on that. So it's like a beacon for them. So they're coming in. Again, ask yourself, what do you derive the most bliss, pleasure, and relaxation from? And do more of that whenever you can. I have to remind myself of that, especially of teenagers and stuff. Like, I can be very sacrificial when it comes to my time for them, like if I know they're needing attention or company, but I make it something we both enjoy. And usually it's like great conversation. We always have funny, crazy things to say. Like, if you didn't hear my video the other day, my son Hagen, I was trying to open a container in the car, and he goes, "Mom, you're like the absolute worst at practical life." And I was like, I never heard those words in that order, and it made me laugh for like 20 minutes straight. I was like, "You're the absolute worst at practical life." I'm like, "C'est la vie. I'll take being an expert at impractical life for 500, Alex." But it was really funny. And I feel like, you feel good. It's Christmas Eve. You feel the joy. You feel the love. You feel all this. And I had a ton of comments and DMs of people being like jumping out of their skin with joy because they feel this as well. And we should all do this and feel the connectivity. So love and light. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please go to Instagram and join this contest. It's one of the biggest ones I'm doing with the giveaway. Sparkrist 11. It's in my links below. I do daily posts and memes, but that's where I hold the giveaways for you guys. We just hit 35,000, and I want to show my appreciation every time I have like those 5,000 milestones. It's really a beautiful time to give back. And I know a lot of you guys, you like my jewelry and you say you're saving for it. So if you want a whole custom thing from head to toe with a crown, it's like, do this, people, do this. So again, me and Edward are wishing you the best, and we hope you had a happy full moon. That was something else, right? Comment down below if you had issues with people being aggressive to you, like, dude, step back. It was a lot, right? So love and light to you guys. And I'm on cameraman, so I got to do my camera work because nobody's out here filming. I'm like, I don't feel like Martin Scorsese.